Hello and welcome to our match preview, Wrexham AFC versus Wigan Athletic at the Stoke Kairos. So we're just heading up now. Interesting one today. We're good friends with a gentleman called Barry. You would have seen him on our show at Christmas. So he is a co-host of the Progress with Unity Wigan podcast. Fortunately, he couldn't get a ticket today. A little bit gutted. I was hoping to have a drink with him.
Yeah.
Interesting game today. We if you saw the show on Monday, we talked very much about Wigan being a little bit hit and miss at times. 1 week they'll absolutely pull off an amazing result away at Bolton. They do. I mean, they're very local rivals. They do tend to keep their best performances for playing Bolton, but beating them away, they pulled up some really good results. As Barry said, they tend to get up for the big games, which I think that's something that's probably something that's quite worrying, really. Because would you consider this a big game? I think a lot of people would consider this a big game, I suppose,
yeah.
if you're rival fans. I'm
nervous about it anyway.
I am losing. Two Beards have just said Wickham are losing 2-0 at Charlton. I think it's a strange one. I think the teams that I'm possibly most worried about isn't necessarily Wickham at the moment. I have a feeling with the squad that Wickham have, I don't think they've got massive amounts of depth, and I do think that they are gonna fall away a little bit as the season goes on. So it's great for us at the moment. Give us a bit of momentum. If we can win today, get back to second, that'd be great. But yeah, I think Huddersfield are the ones to watch, in my opinion, at the moment. So Two Bids have said that would make this game pretty big. Yeah, it's always nice to be in the top two, though, isn't it? Like I say, I'm not necessarily bothered about Wickham, but I am bothered about us getting back in that top two and then getting a bit of momentum and sort of holding on to it and keeping it there. Johnny Boy said, "Let's go Wrexham." I thought we'd lost you then for a minute. You okay?
Yeah, I thought I had something on my shit.
I think it's interesting. I think we're all waiting with bated breath, really, to see if Elliot Lee's making the starting 11
I
today.
think he'll be on the bench. If he's going to be in the team at all, I think he's going to be on the bench today.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a bit gutted about because I did put him in my starting 11, I think.
I have as well, to be honest, because I think if he's fit,
yeah,
I think he's someone that you throw straight in. It just depends on the extent of the injury, I think. Project R1 said, "Go Wrexham." Johnny Boy said, "Where is your neck scarf?" Is that me? I don't wear a scarf.
Neck scarf?
Oh, my neck scarf, the green one. Yes. Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry. Project R1 said on the bench.
Yeah, I think on the bench as well, but who knows? Just don't know.
Two Beards, I must say, I don't think many people thought we would be in this situation now up the town. No, you're very right. I think if you'd offered this to anybody at the start of the season, I think they would have. I think they would have.
Elliot Lee is on the bench.
He is on the bench.
So there's the starting 11.
Okay.
One change.
Starting 11. One change. So we got Howard, Brunt, Cleworth, O'Connell, Barnett and McLean, Matty James, George Dobson, Ollie Rathbone, and then we've got Mullin and Palmer up front. Lee on the bench. Okay, that's fine. Happy. That's why I'm not Wrexham manager. That's why I just do a little podcast and I don't actually manage the team. He's obviously fit enough to play. Perhaps not fit enough to play.
Full 90.
An extended period. Maybe not. I think you always look at it in segments, I think, don't you? If a player's fit enough to play 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or a full game. He's obviously not quite fit enough to play 90 or 60. Otherwise, I dare say he might have started and come off after an hour. So he's probably just fit enough for half an hour towards the end of the game. Let's hope we don't need him. Let's hope the game is absolutely done and dusted by that point.
By half time.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
5-0 by half time.
Yeah. Two Beard said we all know what it means when Mullin and Palmer start. Hopefully we can start to get back to that, you know, where we're looking at it going, you know, we're almost unstoppable when them two are starting together. I do still think we're going to go in for a striker in the January transfer window, but we'll have to wait and see. Do you want to read Ben Parker's? My eyes are really bad.
Let's have a look. Depends which team turns up, the team that dominates or the team that can't beat a relegation team at home. Trying to be positive, but they still have to prove they've turned the corner. Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, I was saying about Wigan earlier, they seem to get up for the big games.
And then,
But I suppose we're not too dissimilar, really, are we? You know, in the sense of we're getting up for the big games and, you know, we're getting results. But the games that are maybe slightly lesser games, no offence, but like Cambridge and Bristol Rovers, we're sort of struggling a little bit.
Yeah. That's why you should never, despite where, you know, certain teams are, like Cambridge and things like that, you should never underestimate them.
No.
You just don't know.
No, you don't.
What they're going to bring to the park on the day of the game.
John Wells said, very pleased Mulls gets a full 90 minutes. Is there anything else notable from the starting lineup?
Not really. It's pretty standard, isn't it? Apart from
what keeper's on the bench?
Okonkwo.
Oh, so that is quite notable then.
That is very notable. Sorry, yeah.
A couple of people have said Arthur's on the bench.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's really good. Really good. This might well be. If Arthur's fit enough to be on the bench,
he'll be back in maybe. They did say, to be fair,
about Boxing Day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really good to see. Maybe might be Mark's last game today. I don't know. I was nudging you about starting lineup. I literally read it out and I didn't notice that. So. But yeah, there we go. Look, we are here. We have arrived. Busy, as always.
Turf is mental.
So it's beer o'clock. Thanks for joining us for pre-game. As always, you can join us at full time for our full-time review, hopefully with 3 points in the bag. And hopefully up to second. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Up the toad.
Oh, that was a good moment to end it there, really, but no,
okay.
too slow. Look, thanks for joining us, guys. Ben said, have a great warm-up. I certainly will, Ben.
Have a great warm-up?
Yeah, he's got little beers clinking.
Ah, right.
Yes, I will. And Johnny said, have a beer for us. I'll have a beer for all of you. I'll get them all in now.
If not the football, when he gets home later.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys.